Who is like you, God? Who can match you?
Hi everyone, how you doing? I hope you're okay. I'm here just to share a couple of thoughts with you on the second commandment today from Exodus. But before I do that, I thought I'd just share a story, a little incident that happened in my house this week that I think kind of relates to this. So one morning, my kids were getting ready for school, and I thought to myself, oh, there's that message I really need to send that person. So while they were busy getting their coats and their bags and things on, I grabbed my phone and started writing this message. And I was kind of working out what it is I wanted to say and really concentrating on my phone. And while I was doing that, my son said something must have happened with his shoe. He needed my help with his shoe. The strap had got caught or something. And he started saying to me, "Mum, I need your help." But I was writing my message, so I was just concentrating on that. And he said it again. He said, "Mum, I need your help. Mum, Mum." And in the end, poor thing, he had to shout at me, "Mum!" And when that happened, finally, I kind of paid attention, noticed what was going on, and put my phone down. But I felt really bad after that. And I couldn't help thinking, what must he have thought in that moment? How must he have felt? Because I'm his mum, he is my son, we have a relationship, and I think as part of that, there are certain things that you expect from one another, aren't there? And in that moment, I was totally failing in that relationship. And he must have just seen my phone as something that was well and truly getting in the way. Which brings me on to the second commandment from Exodus, and I'll just read it now. It's from Exodus chapter 20, if you want to find it as well. Exodus 20, verse 4. It says, "You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind, or an image of anything in the heavens, or on the earth, or in the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, who will not tolerate your affection for any other gods." And I just found that use of the word jealous, I'm a jealous God, I found that really interesting, because we don't normally think of the word jealous as something it's quite a negative feeling, isn't it? It's not normally something that we want to be, and actually it's a feeling we try and remove from ourselves. But here we read that actually God was feeling jealous in this moment, or jealous about the idea of idolatry. And I wonder if it was a similar feeling for my son when he was getting cross with me, because he expects a certain relationship with me that in that moment wasn't happening because I was putting all my attention on something else and it was getting in the way. And perhaps idolatry could be seen a little bit like that. Now, in these days when this was written, in fact, at the very moment that these commandments were being issued, the Israelite people were creating their very own idol. They were melting down gold to make a golden calf, and then worshipping that instead of God. And it's easy to think, isn't it, that, oh, well, we don't do that today, therefore we don't have idols, we don't create things that we're going to worship instead of God. But actually, if we turn the question around a little bit and think instead, well, what is it that distracts me? Or what is it that I spend most of my time on? Or what is it that I spend most of my money on? Or most of my time thinking about? If I look at it like that, then actually perhaps there are a few idols in my life that are getting in the way of my relationship with God. So you might want to spend a bit of time now just mulling that over, because if we do want that special relationship with God that he describes in the Bible, the one where he says, "I will be your God and you will be my people," that's that covenant relationship that he wants with us. If that's what that's what we believe in, and he's the God we worship, it might be really helpful for us actually to spend a bit of time working out if there are things, like my phone was in that situation earlier, that actually get in the way of that relationship sometimes, things that we put first. We don't even mean to do it. but we can do it. So have a think. Have a think about what you spend your time on, your money on, your time thinking about what dominates your thoughts. And actually, if you think those are things that really are stopping you putting God first in your life, then pray about it, bring it to Him, and ask for His help. Thanks.
Lifted up, slain before the world, cursed upon a cross, intercede.